Adam Schefter reported today that Michael Thomas is going on injured reserve, and that means the Saints won't have Michael Thomas for the rest of the regular season. The Saints do plan on getting him back for the playoffs, but let's be honest, there's been a lot of friction between Thomas and the Saints this year. If you go back to a game in October, Thomas was a healthy scratch, and that meant Thomas was healthy enough to play, but the Saints felt like they needed to discipline Thomas for some reason. And that's a little bit confusing because Thomas has been carrying all the weight for the Saints. He's had one of the best starts to a career we've ever seen. And all this can be traced back to Drew Brees. When Drew Brees said that he could never respect anyone that disrespects the flag, what he was really saying is he could never respect anyone that kneels during the national anthem. And the problem with that wasn't the statement. The problem with that was the timing. America was going through so many changes then, and so many people were hurt and feeling like their voices weren't being heard. I think the fair and right thing to do is make sure the Constitution protects everyone. And when Michael Thomas heard that, he was hurt. You have to remember, Michael Thomas didn't choose to play for the Saints. In the NFL draft, these players don't have a choice of the team that they get selected by. So he went to New Orleans, which was a situation he wasn't familiar with, and he didn't know a lot of people, so it was already a little bit isolating. And the one relationship that made that situation work for Michael Thomas was his relationship with Drew Brees. So when he heard that, he felt like, he was a little bit betrayed by Drew Brees. And suddenly, Thomas and the Saints' relationship started to deteriorate. And I don't know if the right move is siding with Brees here, just because Brees might retire at the end of the season and Michael Thomas could have 10 years for the Saints. So it's like, what do the Saints do? Do they side with Brees, who's been there forever but might have 2 years at the most, or do they side with Thomas, who could be around for all those years, that could have a very bright future with the Saints and could make a lot of plays over the next 10 or 15 years? And maybe the Saints just aren't a good fit for Thomas. I know he's from Los Angeles, California, grew up in Los Angeles. Maybe he wants to be closer to his family. Maybe he just wants to play for a different team or just go somewhere else and needs a fresh start. But the reality is, Michael Thomas and the Saints have been, regressing. That relationship has been regressing, and, it's something that we have to keep our eye on. I'm John Kuzma. Check out endzoneblood.com.